might think that Mercury is the hottest planet, but you haven't actually looked it up. You're just using logic, and it's natural. Your brain is doing what brains do, putting pieces together to come up with a logical explanation. And the explanation you've come up with is that Mercury is the hottest planet. And it seems logical that Mercury is the hottest planet. After all, it is closest to the Sun, and therefore it absorbs the most heat from the Sun. But there are other factors that determine the planet's temperature. The factor that causes Venus to be the hottest planet is the planet's atmospheres, specifically how thick the atmospheres are. Mercury, even though it's closest to the Sun, has a very thin atmosphere, not much of an atmosphere at all. That gives it a hard time holding in the heat it gets from the Sun. Mercury can get as cold as -173 degrees Celsius. That's equivalent to -279 degrees Fahrenheit. During the day, however, Mercury gets much hotter at 427 degrees Celsius or 801 degrees Fahrenheit. Meanwhile, Venus gets much hotter at 462 degrees Celsius on average, about 864 degrees Fahrenheit. Why does this happen? Well, I mentioned that Mercury has a thin atmosphere. That's why it can get so cold during the night. Venus, on the other hand, has an atmosphere that is so thick that it traps all the heat. The heat that Venus gets from the Sun can't get out. It just bounces back onto the planet. That heats the planet to a higher temperature than Mercury. So Venus is, on average, 35 degrees Celsius hotter than Mercury's hottest.